How's it going, guys? Separcogitaire here, coming at you again with some more "Can something come from nothing?" Debate topics here. So this is gonna seem a little bit redundant since I literally just made a video on this, but I guess I'm making this mostly just to spark a debate between somebody. I guess just to try to get my view out there and see what other people think of it. So I'm going to reply to this guy, Inspiring Philosophy. He made a video about a year ago on a universe from nothing, therefore God exists. Basically, he goes into the Lawrence Krauss idea of nothing and how something could come from that. But I have one flaw with the Lawrence Krauss model of nothing, which this Inspiring Philosophy guy actually points out, but seems to miss the point that it doesn't matter. But you'll see that here in a minute. I'll go through the video here, and I won't go through the whole video. I'll just play a short segment of it, and then I'll make my statement. So let's check it out real quick.
However, despite this achievement in creativity, fellow physicists and philosophers have noticed several problems with this hypothesis. The most obvious being, this is not a scientific explanation of an actual nothing producing something, but a hypothesis that unstable fluctuations in a quantum state could produce space-time and matter. All skeptics have done is reinterpret these quantum fluctuations as an absolute nothing, because it lacks any matter or space-time. But that is not an explanation of how absolutely nothing could produce something, but a hypothesis of how quantum information could produce space-time and matter. All skeptics are doing is drawing from a phenomenon that happens in physics, where fluctuations of energy contained in a vacuum produce virtual particles. But prior to the creation...
Let me just say real quick, I completely agree with everything that he's saying. Just because there's quantum fluctuations around, that doesn't mean that nothing is actually there. That's not an actual representation of nothing. So the creation of the universe from that technically still might not be possible. So I completely agree with him on everything he's saying right now, that the Lawrence Krauss model of nothing is not actually an example of truly nothing. Completely agree with him. I don't have any quarrels with this just yet, but here in a minute we'll get to the part where I have a problem with what he's saying.
Space existed, which would be needed to contain such a vacuum. So the same natural processes could not be responsible for creating our physical universe. One would have to infer a timeless quantum flux of information without energy or a vacuum would need to occur to begin spacetime. But still, this is not an absolute nothing. In reality, an actual nothing is not only the absence of spacetime and matter, but quantum states, laws of physics, and information. And by definition, an actual nothing cannot produce something.
So there you got, he's got it right there on the screen for you. An actual nothing lacks space-time, matter, quantum states, laws of physics, information, and by definition, an actual nothing cannot produce something. So he's got it on there right there. The actual nothing would lack all quantum states. It would lack all laws that the universe currently abides by. It lacks all information. It's literally exactly how it sounds. It's the complete absence of anything and everything you can possibly think of. I can't stress that enough. Literally nothing you could possibly think of would exist in this nothing. Not a single thing. There would be no laws, there'd be no thought, there'd be no, abstract view of something. I mean, there'd literally be nothing. Nothing would exist at all. So my whole point is that still something could still be created from that. Since no laws are there to govern the nothing, then what is there to stop something from just appearing out of nowhere? Since nothing is governing the nothing, I know that sounds weird, but since nothing is there governing, telling this nothing what it can do, what it can't do, what is there to stop the universe from being created, or the infinitely dense point that the universe then exploded from and then was created? What was there to stop that from happening? There's nothing. That's the answer. Nothing was there to stop it. So theoretically, it could be possible. Now, again, the argument against this is going to be there was nothing there to start that from happening. There was no catalyst to that infinitely dense point being created. But again, that's the whole point. There's nothing there that necessarily started or was the catalyst to that thing being created, but at the same time, there was nothing there to stop it from happening. Just as easily, like I said in the previous video, a 10,000-foot pink banana could have appeared out of nowhere, just because, why not? What was there to stop that pink banana from just appearing? Again, the answer is nothing was there to stop it from happening. But again, nothing was there to start it from happening either. So in a sense, it was random chance that it happened. But even that, again, isn't a accurate depiction of what happened. It wasn't really random chance. It's just that's the thing that just happened. You can't explain it. It doesn't have a reason to it. There's no reason why that infinitely dense point was the thing that was created, or, the universe. It doesn't have to be the point. It could be, literally there could have been nothing until literally right this second, and I was created with all my knowledge and everything that I possess. I think that I experienced all my memories, but really it's just the product of the nothing. That could be the case as well, but we're gonna go with the theory that it was the infinitely dense point, and then that point exploded, and then eventually everything that we know today was created through natural processes and the laws of the universe. We're going to go with that theory for right now, but again, there's no reason for it to happen. There's nothing that started it, but at the same time, nothing was there to stop it. It doesn't have a reason, but at the same time, it doesn't have to have a reason, because nothing doesn't abide by any rules. It doesn't abide by any laws that you can think of. It literally is nothing. I know I'm saying the same thing over and over again, but it's so simple that I don't see how people haven't figured this out yet. Literally nothing was there to stop this from happening, so why couldn't it happen? You can't argue against it, because it's just nothing was there to stop it from happening, so why couldn't it happen? There's no reason for it to have happened, but at the same time, there's no reason why it couldn't happen. So not everything has to have a reason for its existence, if that makes sense. There doesn't have to be some overarching meaning to the creation of the universe. It just happened. That's all. It just happened. It's the best way I can describe it. It happened because nothing was there to stop it from happening. It's just how it is. Like I said, just as easily a 10,000-foot pink banana could have popped out of nowhere, and that would be all there is a banana. But that's not what happened, clearly. The universe is creative instead of a banana. For what reason? Again, there wasn't a reason. It just happened. So that's my argument. That's my response to this guy's video. Hopefully he sees it. I doubt he will, but hopefully he does, and he makes a response video or types something in the comment section. Mr. Inspiring Philosophy guy, if you want to make a response video or comment something in my comment section, by all means, feel free to do so. I welcome the debate, because I think that my reasoning here is pretty solid, and it's pretty hard to refute. Because for all the reason I just said, I'm not going to say it again. I feel like I've said it enough. But anyway, this is just a short video to respond to this video that I saw on the internet. Again, I have no quarrels with everything you said at the beginning. Lawrence Krauss's view of nothing is not truly nothing, but it doesn't change the fact that something could come from an actual nothing, because it lacks all laws, and with nothing there to govern it, then what's to stop the universe from being created? That's my whole argument. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry for the kind of repetitive post, I guess. It seems a little bit redundant that I'm making yet another video on this, but it's something I'm kind of passionate about, so I'd love to know you guys' thoughts, as always. So if you want to leave a like, comment, or subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate that. If you hated it, you hate everything that I just said, by all means, smash that dislike button. Leave a hateful comment in the comment section. Please feel free to do so. I'm not gonna get upset. I got pretty thick skin. I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years, guys. There's not a whole lot that upsets me anymore. So anyway, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see y'all in the next video. But the first to go, hardcore is the only way I know. I'm feeding on the fear
the devil inside of the enemy faces in my sight. Aim with a hand, shoot with a mind, kill with a heart like our